Amy is a 15-year-old girl in grade 10 who has recently become sexually active and would like to obtain birth control from her local health unit. Her mother is very controlling and accompanies her to the appointment to discuss irregular periods and cramps, which her daughter has disclosed as the reason for the visit. Part A of this scenario will demonstrate the improper approach by the nurse to the situation, where she does not acknowledge Amy as the patient. While collecting her assessment data, the nurse addresses her mother and ignores Amy's attempts to communicate her issues.
Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. I have an appointment next door, but if they don't hurry up, I'm gonna have to just get up and leave, okay, Amy? Like, this is ridiculous. Just waiting.
I'm here to see Amy.
Oh, yep, this is my daughter.
Oh,
Hi,
perfect.
I'm the mom.
Hi. What is she in here for?
She's here for birth control pills.
Birth control, okay.
Yes.
There's a couple pages of paperwork to fill out.
Well, let me just take it now. I'll start doing it because I know all the answers anyways, and
Okay.
we need to go really quickly, so I've got an appointment next door, so.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know about the different types at all, or is it just...
I've already talked to her about all the different types,
Okay.
because I've had them for years, so.
Okay, you know the drill.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, I mean, we don't have to go through all that. I can do that at home.
Okay, perfect. Do you want me to just go grab your prescription and then you can
That
send me
would
your way?
be awesome, Amy.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you very much.
No worries.
Thanks.
In this scenario, the nurse fails to uphold the CNO therapeutic relationship standards. She fails to utilize therapeutic communication and does not provide client-centered care. The nurse also failed to uphold the CNO practice standard of accountability by failing to identify and explain her role, advocate for her patient, and provide the best possible care. The nurse also fails to uphold the CNA Code of Ethics. She does not provide safe, compassionate, competent, or ethical care. She also does not promote health and well-being, and does not provide any information for the client to make an informed decision related to her health. Finally, the nurse fails to use skills such as listening, warmth, engagement, and effective verbal and nonverbal communication. In the following scenario, the nurse will address the issue of the controlling mother by removing her from the environment so that Amy can disclose her concerns comfortably and advocate for herself. The nurse will also ensure that Amy has a support system in place and accompany her to discuss the birth control with her mother. The end result is the client's needs are met and a support system is achieved through opening the lines of communication between Amy and her mom. This scenario identifies the importance of parent-adolescent communication in regards to sexual behavior, as well as the necessity for nurses to promote positive attitude toward sexuality and contraception.
Don't forget to put your birth date there. And I think they want you to put, your severity of the cramps here.
Okay.
And, that you're here because you want birth control for the cramps. And
Okay.
you know what? I'm just going to do it, okay, honey? It's just
Okay.
easier. You told me all this stuff, and I can write really fast, and we'll get out of here fast, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, I'm here to see Amy.
Oh, hi. This is Amy, and I'm her mom. How are you?
Perfect. I'm great. How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Okay. Amy, my name is Kelsey. I'm a nurse here at the clinic. What brings me here today?
She has cramps, really bad cramps, and she asked about going on birth control because she heard that they could help alleviate that. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Birth control can help alleviate cramps. How long have you been getting them?
Well, actually, I wrote everything down here, so you don't even have to ask the questions. They're all laid out for you, and we can hurry this up.
Okay. I actually do need to go through a few of these questions with Amy. It'll just take a few minutes. There's coffee and tea and that kind of thing in the waiting room if you wanted to go grab one, and we can do this. And,
Oh, okay. Out
Did
there?
you say you were thirsty?
I can be thirsty. Okay. You're okay by yourself
I'll be
and
fine.
comfortable? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you need me, then just come get me. I'll be out drinking coffee.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
Do you mind if I sit next to you? Sure.
Here, the nurse demonstrates the therapeutic nurse-client relationship standard of client-centered care. She actively includes the client as a partner in care and allows her the freedom to advocate for herself. The nurse understands the needs and limitations related to the health condition and the need for services.
Okay. Amy. Perfect. When's your birthday, Amy?
March 19, 2001.
Perfect. So you're 16?
Yes.
And the reason for your visit is you wish to obtain birth control?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sexually active, Amy?
Not right now, but I can be. I'm I want to tell my mom, but I just don't know how. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you feel like you can't tell your mom?
Well, she said that like she's open to me talking to her about this, but like I'm just scared to tell her.
Okay. I can understand that. It can be awkward, definitely, talking to your parents, especially about, that kind of thing that you don't want to talk to your parents about. But it is important that you have an open line of communication and a support system at home should anything happen.
Yeah.
It's really healthy to explore sexuality and that kind of thing, but you do want to be able to have someone to communicate with.
Will you stay in the room with me when I tell her?
Absolutely. Perfect. Just before we get her back in here, I'm going to let you know about a couple different kinds. Have you ever done any research or know anything about birth control?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea what kind you'd like to obtain?
Just the pill.
Just the pill? Okay. We do have a couple different options on the pill. Just different dosages of estrogen and how they interact with progesterone, which is just the hormones in your body. So I'll grab you a couple brochures on that.
Okay.
Do you have access to condoms?
Yes.
Okay. And where are you getting those?
School and my health unit gives them out too.
Okay, perfect. So you are aware of the different resources the health unit offers?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Would you like me to go get your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
The nurse upholds the CNO standard of therapeutic nurse-client relationships by demonstrating therapeutic communication. She does so by addressing the client directly and recognizing client behavior in order to modify her communication style. She obtains more information, and in doing so, she assesses the client's knowledge base and works with her to find a solution. She encourages the client to advocate for herself and her personal needs. The nurse also listens to and demonstrates respect for the client.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, that was pretty fast. That was good. And the coffee's delicious. So thank you very much.
Great. Made it myself.
Very good.
Okay. So we just went through some of this paperwork, and we're just wondering if you have any more questions or anything you'd like to discuss with me present.
I have something to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So I actually don't get cramps. I'm here to get the birth control for contraceptive use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you said that because we did say, like, if you were thinking of being sexually active, I would like for you to come to me.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
really
was
glad
just scared at first, but
Aw.
I get it.
I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you feel comfortable to now tell me this
Mhm.
and in front of the nurse, and she makes you feel comfortable. And I'm so happy that you're doing that. Thank you.
Thanks.
You can tell me about anything, okay? That's
Okay.
why I'm here.
Okay.
Open communication. Thank you.
Exactly. Open communication. That's what I was just saying. Okay. I just told her I'm going to go grab some brochures on the different types of birth control and what would be best suited for your needs. So I'll go grab those.
Okay.
Are you guys okay to wait in here for a few
Yeah,
minutes?
absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
According to Koskinaimi, Leno Kilpie, and Suonen 2012, respect is an important part of therapeutic communication. Respect requires a nurse to attain and use skills such as listening, warmth, truth, and openness, which allows a patient's walls to come down as they feel important, heard, and cared for by the nurse. The nurse in the scenario demonstrates these skills by addressing the client directly, maintaining eye contact, and sitting next to the client on the bed. The nurse in this scenario also uses engagement in order to establish a therapeutic relationship. According to Guglielmi, Stratton, Healy, Shapiro, Duffy, Dean, and Groen, in an article published in 2014, engagement is demonstrated by informing the patient of her rights, providing the patient with information necessary to make informed decisions, and supporting the patient in her decisions.
The nurse demonstrated appropriate verbal and nonverbal communication, including eye contact and warmth, which foster comfort, well-being, and promote healing.